Hello, it's ElectraSnow, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be doing my queen and the best Disney villain of all time. I'm starting off by going in with my regular skin moisturiser and the mattifying primer by Illamasqua. I'm concentrating this in the T-zone and then dragging out the excess to the rest of my face. After leaving the moisturiser and the primer on the skin to settle in for a couple of minutes, I'm then going in with my Max Factor Pan Stick foundation. This is in the shade 12 and it's a really light, almost white but slightly yellow foundation colour. I'm taking that cream stick all over my face, and you want to make sure that you put on quite a lot because you want this to be a heavy full coverage look. I'm then buffing that out, taking it down my neck and so it all blends into the skin. I'm then going in with a beauty blender sponge and I'm pressing that all over the foundation that we've just applied to make sure that it's all on smoothly, and I'm also applying a little bit more to the beauty blender so we get a really full coverage look. Now I'm going in with MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NW25. I have quite prominent dark blue bags under my eyes, and this peachy tone of the concealer just helps to conceal them and prevent them from showing through the base. I'm applying that with a small flat-headed foundation brush, and then I'm pushing it into the skin with a beauty blender. I'm now going in with my contour shade. This is kind of like a cream-based tinted moisturiser product, so this can be built up to really high full coverage and blended out to almost nothing, so you can get really nice sharp defined features in the contour. I'm taking that contour and I'm applying it really quite angular and harsh down the cheekbones. I'm then taking it as it gets to the mouth, kind of down in a straight line. This will produce a really sharp angled contour at the cheek. I'm then taking some of that contour down my nose, making sure to slim it out as you get to the tip. I'm then taking it around my temples and pulling that down to the cheekbone area where we applied the line a second ago. That will kind of create a triangle in the corner. This will be producing kind of that bold, pointy, Maleficent cheek line. I'm applying that around my jawline, just to slim my jawline down a little bit more, make it a little bit more angular. And I'm applying a very small amount of it under my bottom lip, just to pout it out a little bit more and make them look a little bit larger. With these contour colours you want to kind of blend them down. This will give the effect of more of a shadowed, angular look. Smudge out those areas and make them look really seamless, and so that the contour blends into the skin. I'm then taking more angled pointy end of the beauty blender just to take out the nose contour and blend that in as well. I'm then going in with some Ben Nye powder on another beauty blender, and I'm really pushing that all over the face. This will just make sure that all of those contour colours and the base is really set well and won't move. It's now time to start cooking. I'm going in with that same translucent Ben Nye loose powder, and I'm applying it in kind of semicircle shapes under my eyes. I'm also taking up all the way to the contour area on the nose. This will slim down the nose even further by applying the contour and the highlight closer together. I'm also applying that down the centre of my nose and slightly up onto the forehead. With cooking, this will just give you a bit more of a highlight in the base. Cooking is a really old-fashioned drag technique and it gives you a natural highlight. I'm then going in with a deep chestnut brown matte eyeshadow by MUA, and I'm applying this in all the areas that we contoured earlier. This will just help to add even more of a deep shadow and make the contour stand out. I'm applying that down the cheeks and around the temples, and then I'm taking it with a fan brush and I'm taking it down my nose as well. I'm also going over the top of that with some MAC Studio Fix powder in NC20. This will just help blend it into the skin, but we want to make sure that these lines are still quite harsh, as that will give the deep contour line that Maleficent's cheeks have. You just have to try and stay away from blending it as much as even though you want to. I'm just going in with a little bit more of that chestnut colour to accentuate the lines of the contour even more and be in keeping with the exaggerated bone structure. Now you can see with the contour almost done, she's starting to come together. I'm taking that chestnut colour again and I'm using it to connect the nose contour to the brow bone. And I'm taking a little bit more of that contour colour under the lip and above the cupid's bow, just to make them stand out and be even bigger. Not that I need much help in that department. DSL. I also forgot to shave off my eyebrows before starting this tutorial, so I'm just taking off the ends of them now. Don't try this at home. Now it's time to go in with the brows. I'm using a dark chocolate brown eyeshadow from Inglot, and I'm mixing that with Illamasqua sealing gel. You want these eyebrows to be quite angular and sharp, and really thin out as they get to the tail. This will give an evil villain look, and be perfectly in keeping with Maleficent. I'm just cleaning up any smudged edges with some of that Max Factor pan stick to keep the eyebrows on fleek and be really, really sharp. Now we've got one done, it's time to repeat that on the other side. And then give an evil bitch face to the camera. Now we're starting with the eyes, and this is quite a simple eye look. I'm going to be using all Inglot eyeshadows for this look. I'm going to start off by going in with a matte white under the brow bone for a highlight, and then I'm going to be taking two matte brown eyeshadows all over the lid and smoke them out. So this is just a simple smoky eye using all matte brown eyeshadows. I'm taking the lightest of those matte brown shadows and I'm taking it through the crease, and then I'm connecting it up to the eye, winging it out very slightly. I'm then intensifying it with the darker matte brown as we go and making sure to blend it into the white with a clean blending brush. I'm then going in and I'm working the lightest of the two browns over the whole eyelid. And I'm connecting it up with some of that colour under the lower lash line as well. Now to bump up the highlight with adding some shimmer to the face, and for this I'm using matte vanilla pigment. I'm taking that on all of the higher proportions of the face where the light would hit. On the brow bone, in the centre of the eye just to make it more wide and awake, down the middle of the nose and up the cheekbones. Now I'm going in with some Burt's Bees lip balm because nobody likes crusty lips, and we're going to go in with that to hydrate the lips before we apply any lip colour. I let that sit there for a few minutes and then I wipe it off with a cloth, and then I go in with my lip colour. For the lips I'm using a deep red Barry M lip liner, and I'm taking that all over the lip and slightly overdrawing them. And on top of that lip liner I'm going in with some OCC Lip Tar Stained Gloss in the colour Meta. Now it's time to go in with eyeliner, and I'm going in with my favourite Collection 2000 black fast stroke liquid eyeliner. Eyeliner I didn't want to wing out for once, I wanted to keep it as a nice black line just for hiding the band of the lashes when we apply them in a moment. To finish off the eyes I'm just coating my eyelashes with some mascara using a black eye pencil, and then it's time to go in with some false eyelashes. These eyelashes are by Red Cherry and the numbers will be in the description below. Now we've got all the makeup done, it's time to go in with the crowning glory of Maleficent, her horns. These were quite a simple design, but they did take me ages to make. I was up till the early hours of the morning stitching these. It's an old beanie hat and then there's pieces of leather stitched to it, and the horns are made out of clay and they're just covered in the same leather. If you'd like me to make another video on how I made these horns, please leave it down in the comments below. And with them on, Maleficent is complete. As always with all of my transformation videos, there will be a full list of the products used in the description below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to come and follow me along on all of my social media, the links will be down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see who I transform into next, and until next time, bye bye!